everyone, welcome back to Witcher. We have kind of a long stream today, so yeah, Wednesday I got the notification that there would be high winds, and then turns out everything was fine, so. But today I'm gonna make up to you guys for what I missed Wednesday, so we have kind of a long stream, which I'm excited for. I also have no game plan for today, so we're literally just going to do anything.
But finding me proved no simple task, for having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralts soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good
oh
thing,
yeah!
too, for indeed I knew
last time we did the Gwent tournament, and we had sex with one of the contestants.
The Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
Ooh. Yeah, I have no game plan for today. Maybe we'll just go do undiscovered locations. Maybe we'll fight the Leshen today. I don't know. Oh yeah! Beat the second writer? Yeah. Still have to do that. Oh wait! Duh! Hang on a second. You need to do for reading at some point. I got a new crackle candle. Just love. I don't know where this is. Can't jump down. I'll die. Oh, this is Hierarch Square. Okay, wait. I need to go jump down, the brothel place.
One drink all I had. There's more to be done about that. That famous bar. What's his name? Celebrity.
I also have to remind myself not to get too close to the screen. Okay. I do love the sun rising. It's one of my favorite things. I need to get my sleep schedule back on track so I could wake up earlier.
Lovely. Somebody's thought to change their name now to non-human. Scoundrel.
What's up, girl?
Black ones, Redanians, long as they pay and don't hit.
Got so fucked up, man. Blood came out. Oh.
Black ones for Danians.
Grace, what
As long as they
style?
pay and don't hit.
Okay, I feel like we have to. Can he actually land in the water? I cannot tell. Let me live! What? Geralt! Okay, well that didn't work out how I thought it was gonna work out. Just move all my shit.
But finding me proved no simple task. For having fallen afoul of Novigrad's underworld bosses, I'd disappeared. Yet Geralts soon discovered my whereabouts, a cell in the dungeon of the Temple Guard. With the help of our friends, Geralt managed to free me. Good thing too, for indeed I knew what had happened to Ciri. Sadly, she was no longer in Novigrad. Pursued by bandits, then cornered by the Temple Guard, she had disappeared in a flash of light and a gust of heat. Where to? This I did not know.
I kind of feel like I could progress the main story today, but I don't know if I'm going to. Hey, Will. Can you go to Draenor? The new WoW expansion? Okay, I don't think I've ever been there. My people. Draenei. Oh. Oh.
Radovid's not a whit better than Emir. Might even be worse.
But I still need... Been blown out of proportion. I still want to go. Hey, Grumpy, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Just, I'm ready to make up for the time I lost on Wednesday. And so, you know, I'm ready for a long stream today. Moving to a new place. Oh, dude, really? How is it? And the bits looks like a shithole. Now, I think moving to a new place is exciting. No! Okay, sorry. Bunch of screaming. See, I think moving to a new place is exciting. I think for me personally, I just discovered that moving is, like, moving's just very stressful. Because you have to find a new place, you have to... I'm trying to be positive. Need to be here for months. Yeah. Like, it's super stressful for me. Oh, I feel it. It was... You were saying that you were having some, like, living situation struggles. Which I can relate to.
Typicals. Our world will burn. Burn in the eternal fire.
But yeah, I think moving and Some people really like it. I think for me, it's like, you have to find a place, then you have to talk to the person, then you have to get approved, and then you have to, hey-o that guy, and then you have to pack up all your stuff and see what you can keep, what you can't keep. And for me, I have 2 cats, so it's like, then I have to make sure their ESA letters are approved, and it's just like this whole like 18-step process that I don't enjoy doing too much. Yeah, I feel it. It's kind of like this apartment. Run through all procedures super quick one day, which I'm also stressed out about. Well, Grumpy, I wish you like the best, and if you ever need to like talk or just vent, Will and I are here for you. So of course, yeah. I totally understand.
Greetings, Ibeer.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of help?
My sword ready yet?
It is. Behold and admire. A sword to outshine all others.
Well, this was worth the wait. Thank you, Ibeer.
It is I who thank you for everything.
So long.
So I don't really know what's yeah, I don't really know what's going on with like Streamlabs, but for some reason when like it just takes a very long time to register that more than one person is watching. Okay. I just think that's like okay. No, we can't do all of your. It has to do with Twitch. Well, if it's not an issue, I don't mind. I just think it's a bit odd. Happens with me. Yeah, when I look on Twitch it registers, but on Streamlabs it just takes a little longer to register. But it's, yeah, but I'm being told that it's not an issue, so not an issue. Yeah. So I would just like to tell everyone watching that within these 6 hours I could do nothing or I could progress. So let's see what happens. Okay, an elusive thief. Maybe we'll do these Witcher contracts.
It's a material world, and I'm a material girl.
No, this inspires me to wake up early, see the sunrise. But I know I'm not going to do that. I go to bed when the sun comes up.
Got this cracking in my spine.
Hey, what the fuck? What's going on with the camera?
How'd you discover it was the city coroner? The eternal fire will guide us.
Sometimes. So I used to wake up early, you know? I used to love waking up at like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning, doing a workout, stuff like that, but lately I've been going to bed around like 4 or 5 in the morning. And I'm not sure if it's from like anxiety or like a bad habit, But I don't know really how to break it.
Greetings, Master.
Hear about the contract. Really got an imp problem? Or is that just an imp perfection in the notice?
But
You ought not jest, Master Witcher. I know the creatures are only to exist in fairy tales, yet I saw one with my own eyes as it stole from my stall.
All right. So what's this imp look like?
Like a mean, fat cat, but a very large one. This tall, see? And it walked upon its hind paws.
Onyx is staring at you. You guys see Onyx in the background? Onyx! Hi. Here. Come on. I love Bombays. Honestly, they're so trainable. Bombays and Savannahs, I would say, are the most trainable cats.
What did it swipe from you?
Once it was bread, then a fish, then apples. Might not seem like much, but add it together and the business suffers. And I'm hardly alone in being pestered. It's nicked something from every stand in the square.
Whenever I pet him, he just yells
So,
at me.
Will you teach it a lesson with your silver sword?
Make it worth my while and I will. Demand for witchers is high, supplies low. I pick and choose my contracts these days.
Well, I don't really... Here's the thing. So, witchers are a dying, like, species because people can solve their own monster issues now, but clearly they can't. I'm a little confused. Because it seems like everyone wants a piece of Witcher.
Fine negotiation on your part, Master. So be it. We'll call it agreed.
Okay, so I think after this quest, we will read books. I'm determined to read the books.
I'll help you. Small businesses are the foundation of a healthy economy, and so on and so on.
Thank you, Master Witcher. I don't know if this will be of use, but most recently the thief leapt over that wall and ran into a passageway. It was the last I saw of him and a few of my wares.
So, y'all can't see it, but Onyx just cuddled up right up to Will on his lap, like a little baby. I guess he's purring really loud. You guys thought you were coming into Twitch to watch me play Witcher. No, I'm giving you cat play-by-plays.
Merchant was right. Actually does look like a giant cat.
The cats, but none of them were they were all mixed breeds. See, I know a lot about cats. I know more about cats than dogs.
You're a bigger rat picker than me.
We tried to have dogs. I mean, let's see. We've had 4 dogs and only one of them has ever really worked out.
Is this necessary? On the road all day and now...
Cram it, arsewipe.
What? Do you know who I am? I'm Jean-Baptiste.
Looks like the imp dropped some loot.
So, let's see. Our first dogs were, they were brother and sister dogs named Max and Emmy, and they were, golden retrievers. But that didn't really work out. Like, all of us were super young, right? And it was my mom taking care of these dogs. But it was during a time of very... Okay, how do I describe this? Very high toxic relationships in the house. So we were focusing more on that than the dogs. And so it's just like, okay, well, let's give them to someone who can... Well, these are my parents. Like, let's give them to someone who can actually give them a home that they deserve. And so we gave them to deer hunters. And I was really upset by this. And the deer hunters are just like, hey, do you want to, like, keep one of our skulls? as something to remember your puppies by. So, yeah. So I have a deer skull that I've kept for, okay, how old am I? For like 15 years. And then, like, when I was 15 or 16, we got a dog from a shelter named Cujo. And Cujo was, like, the sweetest dog. He was very, very smart. He got along with the cats. Well, he got along with Onyx. Itty Bitty doesn't like dogs. The problem was, like, he was too smart. And not only was he too smart, he was also big. Yeah.
Sick of it all.
Drop down into the moat. Trail ends here.
Yeah, and so I think Cujo's story, what we were told, is that when he was a puppy, his older owner had died. So he was kind of like wandering around the streets of a very rural area. And people would they would give him food and they would take care of him, you know? But he was eventually caught by like what are they called? Animal Patrol? Okay, can I examine these? Yeah, he was caught by Animal Patrol, so he wasn't accustomed to, like, taking orders. He wasn't accustomed to being caged. And when it came to walking him, he's like 170, 185 pounds. What? Let's do... Okay, I have a question. We got these candles we got new candles. You guys want... Yeah. This is a early birthday present from Will. This is a crackling candle. Would you guys want this for book reading time, or Island Nectar? This one does not crackle. My birthday is more like 2 months. I think the blue one, second one looks better. Okay, well that guy says the blue one, and Grumpy says the Island Nectar. So Will, you're the deciding factor. Actually, wait, let's have Onyx decide, and whichever one he sniffs first. It's the blue one. We went after the blue one. I would say Onyx, but Onyx is currently a lump on the bed. Welcome to the calming candle. This whole stream is me, like, not gonna be playing the game. My dog was called Raj. I hated. My parents left him behind when we moved to the city. Sadly, none cared about my opinion. I know. I feel just sad when animals get left behind. But, Cujo, we had to, after a year of trying literally everything,
Paw prints end here.
my sister had to give him back to the
Footprints
shelter.
start there. Could it be the Puss in Boots? Door's wide open. Interesting.
Oh, it's crackling. Yeah, the favorite change. So here's the thing. He was always very sweet. He was very smart. The problem is that since he grew up free, he would dart out of our yard every single chance that he got. And we also lived in a rural area, so it's not like, let's say, a suburb where if like a dog goes missing, it's like, okay, it's on this street and this street. It's like, no, he could go out in the woods and we may not see him. He could literally just be anywhere. And having a dog that big, it's tough to like, get back in to our yard. Very heavy, very pushy. And my sister tried to contact different trainers that could help her, and none got back to her, especially the trainers who were at the shelter. He did not like to be in vehicles, and would fight her if she like was going to go to a training class or anything. So after a year of trying her best, she's just like, I don't know what to do. I can't have him continuously run out of the yard.
A woman's blouse, a man's shirt, a child's shoes, but only one bed.
See, the last dog that she got, Drogo, Khal Drogo the doggo. I know, it was really sad, and the people at the shelter did judge us. But it's just like, we don't know what to do. No one's going to help us, and this dog, he was a Rottweiler, like, Malamute mix. So he was a big boy. Yeah, it's just like, we don't know what to do. So he's smart and big.
Letter? Well, our imp's at least literate, if not outright educated.
But yeah, the other dog she got from the shelter, Khal Drogo. He was a little pity. I don't know much about Drogo's, like, story. But he's trainable, he's really good on the leash. He has very poor eyesight. So he doesn't really get along with, like, younger dogs, or dogs that, like, or anything that really, like, lunges at his face because he can't see it. So he's sweet. He doesn't like cats. He has gone after Onyx a few times. By a few times, let's see. Yeah, like 2 times. Sorry, a couple of times. So, yeah, we can't have him and Onyx in the same room. So, that's the only, like, downside. Oh, we gotta get the glasses on. By seeing helpers. Jane, please, cut out this nonsense at once. This might come to you as a surprise, but a giant cat will tend to stick in people's memory. Why don't you pick some other, safer form, like I did? I've been walking around as a beggar for 3 years now, and no one's batting an eye. And such earnings! You wouldn't need to steal anymore. So how will it be? If you decide on it, I'll put in a word for you with the King of Beggars. Till our next writing, Lewis. P.S. Burn this letter once you read it, alright? P.P.S. Yes, I know, I'm paranoid, but humor me and burn it. P.P.P.S. If find this letter next time I come see you, you owe me a beer. What is with that grammar?
A Doppler. Explains a lot, and complicates matters. Need a good lead to track him down. Lavender, strong scent. Enough to track him down.
I think, if I had enough space and, like, a good amount of money, I would adopt older cats, like senior cats. Because going to the shelter, they're so, like, puddly.
Decided not to go back.
Wise choice. If anything happened to you...
Rare sight. An elf and a guard of the Eternal Fire having a friendly chat.
Friendly? Nothing further from the truth. This racist here has demanded to search me, for no reason at all.
You's a non-human, I need no other reason. Lucky I didn't find anything on you. Now piss off to the woods, go play your flute.
Nice scent. And here I thought temple guards were unkempt boors.
You dare insult an officer on duty? Let me give you some advice, mutant.
Look who's talking. I know you're a Doppler and a kleptomaniac.
Merchants put out a contract on me.
Always the same old shit. Hey, wait!
Wait, why is it not letting me?
Really want to see an angry witcher. Do you? Damn, I look old.
Ah! Wait, how can he use signs? Ah! So, wait, what would a Doppler count as? Wait. Humans and non-humans, okay. So, a Doppler would count as... I can use Hangman's Venom. Oh! Block magic and monsters. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, Dopplers don't like silver.
Please, stop. I surrender. Might be able to look like a witcher, but that won't make you fight like one.
You're donning your skins enough to know what kind of man you are, what you feel.
Oh, should I kill him? I don't know, I need the money. I'm like always nice in this situation. Fuck, I'll be nice.
I don't kill him, true. But then not everybody applies my rules, and not everyone's got my conscience. So start stealing somewhere else. Far from Novigrad, preferably. Golden age of Dopplers ended here a while ago.
I know, but I thought they'd not catch me. I thought myself too smart. Serves me right. Might have learned this lesson the hard way. Time to go. Somewhere far away. But first, take this. As a token of my gratitude. So long, Witcher.
Okay, so we got some money. I kind of want to go on, like, I want to make a character on World of Warcraft and call it, like, Gerald of Rivera or something. If that name's not already taken. And WoW. Huh? Then I'll call it Gerald of R.
Greetings, Master.
Problem solved. Convinced the imp to go back to the countryside to tangle horse manes and piss in milk, as tradition ordains.
And how would I know you speak the truth? No trophy, no reward.
There better be one, or you'll feel the invisible hand of the market smack you so hard you won't be able to sit down for a week.
I'll give you half the agreed sum, no more. and I'll not do business with you again.
Okay. Now. Lots of ride. Now it's time for book corner. Okay. So let's see, what haven't we read? Care for your sword, soldier. Oh, this is a long one. Ready? If only I could read better. Care for your sword, soldier. A soldier can wear a dirty jerkin, rank footcloths, and stained greaves. A soldier can walk around unshaven, can stink to high heaven, or even have the mange. But his sword must always shine, as if straight from the forge. For in a battle, neat clothing and an eye-pleasing appearance will not save anyone's life, but a sword will, as long as it is well cared for, and the man at the dull and knows what he's doing. So, how should you care for your blade? Simple. After every battle, wipe all the blood and guts off of it. Take an oil-soaked linen rag and give it a good rub down. If you're fighting the swamplands or in heavy rain, it's worth your while to coat the blade in beeswax. You should sharpen its edges regularly, using a good whetstone. It's important to take your time in doing this. Each movement should be steady and delicate, like you're stroking a virgin on your first night together. If your sword develops rust, it means you're slovenly and lazy oaf. Take some sand in your hand at once and score the blade till the stains disappear. Take heed, though, not to cut your fingers in the doing, for then you won't be any good to anyone. Very true. So is that like actual advice if you have a working sword? Or an active sword? Ooh, let's read the last wish. Oh, this is also- oh god. This is a very long one. Okay. The last wish. Human life requires 3 things for its substance: food, drink, and gossip. It is thus no wonder that no matter where I travel, be it icebound Pavis or evergreen Tucson, everyone asks me about the passions that bind Geralt and the sorceress Yennefer of Vengerberg. As a man both cautious and discreet— oh yeah, this was written by Dandelion. I refuse to betray their secrets, with one important exception. The history of their first encounter is so extraordinary, so romantic and moving, that it would be a veritable crime to hide its light beneath a bushel basket. Indeed, had I not witnessed these events in person, I would never believe there was room in our grim and dark world for such fantastic marvels. It all began when Geralt and I were feeling a bit peckish and, unburdened by heavy coin pouches, decided to fish our supper out of a lake. No bites were to be had, but we did not leave empty-handed. My hook snagged quite a lovely little pot. Oblivious to my friend's warnings, I opened it, and in doing so freed a powerful djinn. Without giving it much thought, I set about proclaiming my wishes. Before I could get to 3, however, the djinn, irritated— I see now in hindsight, at being issued demands so soon after waking, began to throttle me. Geralt was able to drive him off, but I was left in a sorry state. I acted, the Witcher told me later, as though under the influence of some curse. Clearly the help of an expert in the magic arcana would be needed. It was our good fortune that Yennefer of Vengerberg happened to be staying in a nearby village. Geralt went to her to ask that she heal his best friend, who happened also to be the brightest star in the Norse poetic firmament? I can't read, guys, but I'm reading books. Yennefer, however, was more interested in the djinn, which she wanted to trap into magic servitude, than in its victim, and, it should be said, played the Witcher like a well-strung mandolin. Yet, rather than grow angry at being used in such a calculating manner, he fell white head over muddy boots in love with her. Oh, thank you, Grumpy. what happened then? Well, I won't go into details. Suffice to say that Yennefer's plans hardly delighted the Jinn, and without its cooperation, we proved unable to tame it. The sorceress would surely have met a tragic end, and taken all the Rind along with her, had Geralt not rushed to her rescue. For once, he did not need to draw either of his blades to send the Jinn packing. He had but to pronounce the third and final wish. He could have asked for anything: wealth, fame, power, but instead he asked the Jinn to bind his fate to that of the arrogant yet intriguing sorceress from Vangerberg. Julian Alfred Pankratz, Viscount of Lettenhov, born 1232, award-winning poet, playwright, and troubadour, frequent performer at the courts of Nedimir, Vesemir, and Venslav, and many other nobles and notables. Alumnus of Oxenford Academy. So, I would just like to mention, in the show, in the Netflix series, they portray the Last Wish as like something that Yennefer didn't know, and it really upset her. But in the books, in the story he's talking about, Geralt told her immediately, and she wasn't like upset. She was like happy. So. Oh my god. Well, Daenerys' titles are easier to pronounce. The collective verse of Donzel de Versio. Love. To love is to build a house of cards or play a game of chess. A Game of Thrones. Da 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 da. For one wrong word or an ill-thought move, and you must start it all afresh. This is true. Tide. Whenever I watch the tide recede, cold coils of a fear grip around my heart. Will the seas sneak back, calm and sure, in the dark of night, as they have before, or will they stay on distant shores, leaving crushed shells and washed-up dreams, as memory of serfs of yore? Some Robert Frost type shit. Okay, after the Chronicles of Redania, we're gonna read one more, and then we're gonna get back to the quest. Chronicles of Redania. Brydank the Elf. Despite that one might conclude from his moniker that one drop of elven blood flowed in King Brydank's veins, they called him the Elf because of his exceptional beauty and for the great admiration he felt for Enshe. This fascination, seemingly harmless, would have horrible long-term consequences. King Brydank, splitting in the face of all laws and custom. Wait! Oh my god! Okay, yeah, this is the story of Folka. Just like, wait, this sounds familiar. Chose as his wife of half-elf, and one of low status at that, known as Beatrix of Kovir, the fruit of his regrettable and short-lived, Messalaeus was Folka, who later fomented bloody revolt against her own father. Though this uprising was ultimately extinguished and Folka herself burned at the stake, the young state was therefore thrown into chaos for years to come. Yeah. So, we've been having this meaning in a- oh, okay. Thank you, Grumphrey. So, we've been having some issues with our webcam. Like, I think that looks better. Like, some days it'll be fine, then other days the saturation is off, the lighting's off, the lights in the background will create this like weird wave effect, and it's completely random on when it decides to work. So, Will's helping like fiddle around with the webcam and make sure I don't look orange. I think it looks fine now. Yeah. Oh no. So yeah, so my brain's muffled, but I think your hair color changed. So that is not a trick of the webcam. I couldn't take it anymore, and I had to have ashen hair again. I spent, let's see, I spent like 5 or 6 months with brown hair to kind of give my hair a little bit of a break. But playing Witcher, I'm just like, I can't do a Witcher playthrough and not dress up as Ciri. So I think last week I dressed up as Ciri. I know, all the gray is washing out. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. But yeah, this was very interesting because Folka was a princess, and then her dad is like, well, I'm not in love with her mother anymore, I'm just gonna marry this other girl. And Folka was like kicked out of the castle. So, what is it? I think it was 20 years later, or maybe it was 18. I don't know. But yeah, like a decade or so later, she comes back with this huge rebellion. And it's actually very important because story's like a bad version of Snow White. Well, Folka's story is very, very important because, you know, she had a rebellion, and during this rebellion, she also had a kid. And her half-sister had 2 kids, right? And when she, like, during parts of the rebellion, those 2 groups, like, came together, and the Folka's half-sister died, and Folka died. And so when the royalties stormed the castle, they were told that one of them is Folka's, but they couldn't tell which one. So you have these 3 kids, and they're just like, well, fuck, like, we don't know which one is Folka's. They went to they went to sorceresses and sorcerers, and all the sorcerers, like, they couldn't even tell. Well, they couldn't tell. I think they could, but they just kept it a secret. And Folka is potentially Ciri's ancestor. So she, in like not knowing which child was hers, carried on the elder blood, which I thought was fascinating. The conjunction of spheres, yes. I want to see what's written. These books are very fascinating. Okay, the conjunction of the spheres. I know. Okay, so Grumpy, have you seen a picture of Folka? She looks badass, honestly. Okay, scholars have many vices. Probably the worst among them is the tendency to describe the simple in unnecessarily complex terms, to dress the plain in the garb of false learning. The conjunction of the spheres might serve as an excellent example of this. This name, so mysterious to a commoner's ear, could be replaced with a much simpler alternative: when the worlds collided. When worlds collide. The phenomenon itself can also be explained in terms simple enough for a child to understand. Imagine, dear reader, that our world is a ship sailing in a great sea. From its deck, we can see each other, distant vessels. Those are the stars. These vessels each bear their own goods and their own crews. They usually pass us at some distance, barely visible specks, even viewed through a spyglass. Once every few thousand years, however, a storm breaks above this cosmic sea, a storm so strong it tosses the ships towards one another, making them sail cheek by jowl. Part of the crew of one ship can, at such times, move to another, and some of the cargo from one ship's hold can spill into a neighboring vessel. When the weather calms, the ships separate once again and sail their separate, invariably different ways. The so-called post-conjunction beings, namely monsters such as ghouls and basilisks, are precisely such passengers from another vessel. And we humans are castaways, flying against our will from somewhere far away onto a world previously inhabited by the elder races. Once here, we learn the arcane mysteries of magic, unbeknownst to us before. Could the worlds collide once more? Perhaps. Can this cataclysm be avoided, or the opposite? God, that hurt. I had a sneeze. And instead of just sneezing, it decided to punch me in the nose. Oh, fuck. Okay. Some scholars believe there are beings who have mastered this skill, who possess rare genes allow which some to seize the helm of our vessel and steer us, to safer waters, or to our doom. Siri! So, I think, as I remember it, so djinns are the originators of magic. They're just a big ball of magic. Last book was kind of complicated, yeah. But djinns are just a big ball of magic, right? And so unicorns learned it from the djinns. Elves learned magic from the unicorns, and humans learned magic from the elves. So everything affects one another. What? We're all intertwined. Probably meditate before doing this quest. Move! Haha. Oh yeah, I should probably do some of these under. Okay, so around here. Oh fuck! I still didn't do the giant. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go around this area once this quest is over. Oh yeah, we got these new metal straws, which I'm happy about.
What? Another one? Be gone! You
I know.
witches are trouble. Village has suffered enough.
In the caverns nearabouts mid-copse, and we hate the monsters roaming about it.
Ye deaf? Be gone, you blasted mutant!
Where's all this hate for witchers coming from?
Where? I'll tell ye where. One of yous came here, ate his fill for 2 days while he thunked things over. Then he says he'd do us a favor and kill our monster. What's your price? I asked. But he said he wanted no coin, for he saw we'd none to offer.
So what did he want instead of coin?
Said for pay he'd take something I had but did not yet know about. Then he left. And here the door swung shut behind him. Me lass started wailing. What's these tears? I asked. Oh, I can't bear it, she says. I'll kill the whoreson.
Go on.
Fool girl wept that some beast was gonna kill the witcher dead. Ye howling for a mutant, I said. Then she told me, Bugger had bewitched her with his evil eye, seduced her, and that were to be his prize. A witcher's bastard.
If he's really a witcher, you don't have a thing to worry about. We can't sire children.
Thank the gods any more of yous and we'd be lost. But this one, he beguiled me daughter, rutted her neath me own roof. That I can't forgive.
Tell me where he is. Take care of this for you.
Hey, got buns. How are you?
Went there to slay the monster. Hope the corpse eat her guts, that fornicated freak.
Witcher wannabe.
Not one
Okay.
of the Baron's men, are you?
Prepare my body to wake up early starting Monday. I decided to go to sleep not later than midnight tonight and tomorrow. Meaning sadly I'll go like 2 minutes, but I'll keep just got home from work. Well, Grumpy, hopefully I will maintain a radio voice. Little podcast while you fall asleep there. I can't do ASMR. I don't really know how to. Suppose you just get something and just like you guys can hear. I don't know. So I've got buns, just got home from work. I actually spent I just totally just okay. I actually haven't played Witcher 3 yet. Playing through the first one. That was a succulent. So, you guys thought you come here for Witcher 3. No. You come here for the calming candle and succulents. Anyway. It's a little prick. Oh, also, before I get on to actually playing the game I set out to play, I got Will the Shell Turtle. I just thought it's cool. So, admire the Shell Turtle. Okay. Have a great rest of the stream and take care. Well, thank you, Grumpy. I hope you have very, very sweet dreams. And like I said, if you're ever stressed out, you need someone to talk to or to vent to, Will and I are always here for you. And I hope you have a great rest of your night. Well, I'm not here for you. I'm here for this.
Went to the forest for brushwood yesterday.
Do you not hear the huntsman?
Oh, aye. Hear about the contract. Any idea what this monster is?
Nay, but proper huge it must be. Slaughtered no less than a dozen wolves. Ripped their guts out, but left lots uneaten. Means malice rules it. Makes it kill. Howls and bellows, nights something fierce. Folk are afeard to venture into the woods, though hunger grips the village.
I wonder if it's either a werewolf or a chort.
Could tend to the beast for you, but not for free.
If it's a chort, I'm gonna be anxious. What? No, I do. No, my earplugs won't stay on. By the way, I'm like running out of earplugs.
That's a sum we can agree to.
Fine, I'll take care of it.
Fortune smiled upon us when it brought you here. Good hunting to ye.
Huh, to yeet! Huh. I've been writing a lot more, and I'm really excited because I don't know, I get distracted easily, and I get caught up, like, oh, I need to make these characters, like, I need to make these characters, do something. I need to meet certain plot points. But lately, it's just like, I'm just going to mindlessly write, and hopefully that will, like, hopefully that'll just, like, develop the world I'm, like, trying to build, you know? And I think so far, when I look back on what I've actually written, I'm happy, which I was very nervous about. Wait, is this... Wait, is this the same... No! It's not the same cabin as the, hag, right? It looks like it. don't tell me this is a short.
Really big.
I think mindlessly writing, hopefully it'll help me out when
Monster wiped out the whole pack.
if I ever fucking finish, the book. Like, hopefully I can look back just like, yeah, you know, I'm glad I made, like, that decision. Is it? Please just let it. I think that's good.
Left a lot of fur when it rubbed against the trunk. Scent's still there.
Ooh, I think this is the. Oh god. I think this is the quest. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. I don't like chorts. They're so aggressive.
Stinks like fiend shit. Right. Old and dried out. Fiend's been around a while. Gotta find another way.
Okay, hang on. Will, we have the calming candle, right? We have the what the fuck is with the camera? I swear to god, if the camera just suddenly moves, like, yeah, like that, I'm not doing it. And I really don't like this area because there's a random hole around here that I always manage to fall into. Ooh, crow's eye. Yeah, that's stupid hole. Okay, we survived.